closer to the side as you can, because you don't know to dig it up. The driveway is too steep. We'll open the side. Yeah, should be.
You need the head to go up first.
Yeah, we can. No, it's fine. We take it up this way. We're going to take it upstairs. We're going to place it on the floor. People at the back. These are people in the front. You stand right. Just take it. We're gonna turn it. Turn. Right, Deep. You stay walking from the deep. Lift the back. Yeah. Right. Ready?
Evenly.
Right. Put it on your shoulders. Drop the front down. Right. Okay, so it's fine. Two in the front. Right.
Hold on that side, on the right side.
Okay, wait. I'm underneath the thing, right?
You got it.
I'm underneath. We're good. Fine. Could you come on from there? Could you? I can't come on from here. Now, come on now. Right.
Only not direction.
Oh, put it on top.
Wait 2 minutes. Come this. Yes. Who are you? Yeah, open. I want to check first. Just wait, right? Kitchen.
What's that?
Mom.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on.
Is live stream now?
Jai Shri Krishna to everybody. My deepest sympathies to each and every one here today. We thank each and every one of you to be there for the family and be part of the family. Come what may, whatever the situation in our life, we have to be there for our family here today. This Kalyan ke paap, malum? But we have to still pray for Bhagwan and the Atma to be at moksha. Okay? दोनों हाथ जोड़ करें ओम 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 गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः ध्यानमूलं गुरुर्मूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुर्पादं मंत्रामूलं गुरुर्वैक्यं मोक्षामूलं गुरुर्कृपा ओम ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. We may have the person that's actually doing the last rites. Come Prabhu, what's your name?
Dipesh.
Ditesh.
Dipesh.
Ditesh. Can we have a towel for him? Put his thumb in the right shoulder. Let's wash your hands. ॐ अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वस्ताङ्गतोऽपि वा यस्मरेन् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सा भवयन्त्रा शुचे. Wash your hands. Show me your right hand. Drink this water. Come and drink finger like this. Make it like this. Touch the water. Om Vang Me Prana Astu. Touch your mouth. Om Narso Me Prana Astu. Your nose. Om Akshor Me Sutramastu. Your eyes. Om Karno Me Sutramastu. Your ears. Om Bahur Me Urmastu. Your shoulders. Om Urmi Ujasnu. Your knees. Om Arastani Me Tanwa Me Sahasanto. Touch your heart. And sprinkle it around the sun. This corner is for water. Oh. Yeah. Put this in your ring finger right hand. From this one. Om Pavitra Soveshwahi Saviturvaha Prasuganam Surya Rashmavi Pavitra Pate Pavitra Potasya Yat Kame Pune Teshkeyam. Om Chandam Vanatum Maritanam Lakshmi Vasatu Sarvada. Show me your right hand. Let's stand in front of them. This way, stand this way like this. Yeah. Om. Chidante sastrani nenam dati pavagna chenam vedayantyapo nasasoyati marutaha. O this Atma that cannot be caught by any weapon, nor can be burned by fire, nor by be wet by the dried up by the wind. Death is simply a change of the body for the soul, and the idea of amplitude driven by Holmes' reverence of everyday experience by the Bhagavad Gita. Om Vasamsi Jirnani Yata Vihaya Navani Grahanati Naroparani Tata Saranahi Vihaye Jiranyanyani Samyate Navani Dehi. Just as weapon cast off worn off wear garments and put on new ones, so as that embodies soul casts off worn off bodies and enters a new one. Om Bhagavan Deve Vasa Sharanagadvasala Sare Gora Samsare Sarva Dukha Malimase Nana Vida Sariyastahe Ananta Jivara Varyasya Jayanti Cha Mityanti Cha Te Samantuna Vidyate Sada Dukha Tureva Naha Sukhi Vidyate Kavachatita Keno Varyenaha Mokshe Samanchantite Bhadame Prabhu. Lord, the sustainer of all beings, in the world of developments of darkness and sufferings, being in the different bodies that come and go, these seems to be no end, being in always sufferings, show us the way which man can be liberated and gain moksha, that is salvation in our life. We all need salvation, we all need moksha in our life. So the best and important, the most important thing in life, Lord, even Lord Krishna, as he said, puja and chanting, meditation will help us increase in our mind and body. Om Chatur Sita Laksyeso na Sirayaso Sari Namana Manusyanam Vidayantraye Yatraye Tatjananam Tu Labhyate Yatraye Janmaha Sahasranama Sastrepi Kotavi Kanachilagatenam Jantoram Manusyanam Punayassan Chayat. Among 8,400,000 species of life, knowledge of liberation that cannot be gained without being as human beings, human body. In other kinds of bodies, that the knowledge of liberation be gained. After countless of transmigration, the merit of virtue is accumulated. One may attain birth, human birth. Therefore, in human beings, always perform good dharmic actions in life. Om Adyama Pretasya Pretayaha. The name of the deceased? Kapila. Amo Pretasya Pretaya Pretvahe Kapila Nivritayam Plokanam Praktayunam Marudhiviktita Devikanam Karishe. Offer it onto the ground, the water like this. Touch the ground. Way down. Stand up. Hold the tray in your hand. Hold it in front then. You can touch the box there. Om Apavitro Pavitro Va Sarvastangvato Piva Yasmaren Pundari Kaksham Savavayantara Suchi. Om Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai 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 Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री कृष्ण कन्हैयालाल भगवान की जय, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय, विष्णु भगवान की जय. ठीक है प्रभु, pick up one pinda, offer 3 pieces of kusa on it. Kiss 3, put it on it. The flat one. Take this one out. The long one. Must be 3. The 3 logs, Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara. ठीक है? Somebody want to come help him? Offer 3 drops of water on the pin. Om Adigama Gotra Namama Pretaha Pretehe. Take the name of the deceased son. And anybody knows it, take it in their mind. Okay? Om Adigama Gotra Henam Pretahenam Murtistanahenam Henam Savanamitohonam Brahma Devatova Esakte Pindo Maya Dhyati Tavo Pashitam. This one place it on that side corner. That's straight like that. Take one narya. Offer 3 drops of Achmani on it. Om idam Achmaniam samarpyami. Achmaniam samarpyami. This one we're going to put it the same way, right? Hold it in your hand. Om Ram Nam Satya Hai. Ram Nam Satya Hai. Ram Nam Satya Hai. Place it the same place. Take another pin and 3 pieces of pusa. Ashmani. Om Adyama Gotra Hemo Pretaha Pretehe. Take the name of the deceased again. Dubhar Desanam Pantanta Mittuna Vishnu Devatavaha Esate Pindo Maya Dhyati Tavo Pashitatam. This side corner. For water on it. Hold it here. Om Ajikam Gotranam Pretanam He Nahe Chatvaram Ke Charanamityoname Sapindo Maya Dhyati Tavo Pashita Chitam. Place it in front. The second one. Just pick this garland up. Okay, let's open the whole box. Usually we open only the head and open the whole box there. But do you have other saris or anything?
Yeah.
Then open it fine. Usually we open everything over there. But that's fine. And you can also use it for 801.
You take it outside.
Don't open the whole thing. You need to open only the top part because you want to put other stuff. You got other stuff to do? All right. No problem. Put the top this side for the next one. Yeah, leave it. Fine. Keep this one side. You can put one shandan button. One shandan button. Leave that down there. Put the garland on, the mala. The garland, flower around. Om. This out there. Om idam pushpam tapishitam. Om aladini vala pravetani pushpani pratigriyatam. Sprinkle Achmani on the flower. Water. Om Achmaniam, Om Achmaniam, Om Achmaniam. The three coconuts, you put it now, put it there. Put it now. Okay. Take one coconut, sir. Put one on either side. One, wait, before you do that. Drop water 3 times on it. Okay. This one we'll put on that side corner, right? Om Ram Nam Satya Ram Nam Satya.
That's it.
No, that's it.
Right
Right.
inside,
Always
right.
start from right.
Right leg, yeah.
Yeah. Another one. 3 drops of water. 1 chandan drop on it. A little bit of chawal. Then. Om Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai. One more. This one goes in the center.
And that we'll put last after we go round.
You put it last.
Last.
Leave that. That's right. Anything else you want to put before closing the box?
No, they will put the sari.
Put the sari, then we can close it. See this one here? Hold this one. And the piece of gold. Open it. This must go. Put this here. One inside the mouth. Just touch one piece totally and that in the mouth.
Put it in the mouth, put it.
One drop of water first. Om idam achmaniam, Om idam achmaniam, Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Now one piece of this must go. This is very, very important. Tulsi or ek sona, very, very important for moksha. Moksha, liberation, and so that whatever attachments the soul had before, whatever attachments they have actually been reduced, right? By putting this gold and this tulsi leaf in mouth. Very important. Put this one in the mouth. Om Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai.
Shiva, Let Daddy put it first.
Put it right nicely. Okay, now you can put the mala. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 You may put the sari here. This the other business. We go over the respectable order.
The other one is the party.
Yeah, that's one. And that one earlier. And they have to bring it over.
Okay.
Okay, this one.
The party must go to.
You want to close it up? There is nothing else to go inside?
Anything else?
Anything else?
I think we can just put the flowers on now and then close it up here.
Okay. You want to close before the flowers on? Put it now and then close it. Yeah, okay.
Where's the tray? Flowers.
Let's put the cover on and you can put. No, they
They want to put the flowers.
Right there, put the flowers.
Flowers, yeah. Whoever to put the flowers, put it now.
Right, right. Put all
Just
right.
now.
Take more and
Hare
put all
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Okay, slowly.
Dhira, slowly, everybody.
Okay, guys, go, hold on,
Let's have some.
Can I ask you to come this side and then walk out
have some
that way?
patience.
Please.
Let's have
So-
some patience, please.
So,
Right? Slowly.
come from this side. And then, it's just to get people out, in and out. It's just easier, unfortunately. So people can move.
the wrong way.
Wrong way. Wrong way.
This way and come out this way.
Right, okay. Sorry. Wrong way.
Just a little crowd the place.
Where all the flowers here? Give it to me. How much? There. Empty box. This one I want you to put it. Three.
Yeah, I think we should just close it now.
Yeah, and then everybody can.
Yes, please. Okay, let's have some patience. Let's go the top, the bottom now. Only the top should be open, and then everybody can view it and offer the flowers, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's put the top, the bottom up.
I think
Ajay, stop it. Wait. You're gonna close it.
Only, yeah, just close the bottom, please. The bottom was supposed to be closed. Because the bottom was hard, so I respect it. Everybody else, let's do it patiently, one at a time, to view the face and offer the flowers, please. Okay? Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Siyavara Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai Pavan Putra Hanuman ki jai Om Shri Ambe Mata ki jai Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Om Siya Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai, Pavan Putra Hanuman ki jai. Jai Krishna Hare, Jaya Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ke dukh dur kare. Jai Jai Jaya Krishna Hare, Jai Krishna Hare, Jaya Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ke dukh dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Now the family members can do the Fiera round. Jai Krishna Hare, Jai Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ke dukh dur kare. Jaya Jai Jai Krishna Hare. Om Ram Nam Satya Hai, 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 Ram Nam 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 Satya Hai.
Give me the heat the Nagin and put it in the water. Or you can put it inside.
The water we can take and
No, now we use the water.
you use the same water when the box is ready. Or bring it down. Yes, on the tires. Thank you. No, put it in the front. Put it. On the right hand. Right hand. Face it the right hand. This one here will wait. One for this one, please, and the other inside. This one here. Everybody, we can chant Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Right? Put our palms together and chant Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Good day, everybody. If you're standing, I think maybe you should take a seat. We do have a few speeches that we want to go through. So just rather find a seat so that we can,
We bring some chairs forward.
yeah. Ajay, just put chairs where she can. It's enough, Ajay.
It's enough.
I don't know if anyone outside wants to come closer.
Anybody like to come closer?
Your chairs and come in.
Prem Namaste, Jai Shri Krishna, Sai Ram. Today is indeed a very sad and heartbreaking day for both the Kalyan and Haribai families as we prepare to bid farewell to my dear Big Mummy. I've never been less prepared to have to say goodbye to a loved one. Big Mummy, your untimely passing has left us all in shock, and words have been so hard to put together to express how we feel. The past few days have been a roller coaster, and we've had so much of hope that you would recover and return home to us. But God had other plans, and so you were called to rest. Kapila Ranchod Kalyan was born on the 6th of April 1949 to parents Ranchod Bai Haribai and Gadriben Haribai. She was one of 8 siblings who shared a close and undeniably special bond and relationship with her family. A doting and dedicated wife to my Big Daddy, Arvind Kalyan. No request, big or small, was ever a problem for her. Married for almost 50 years, everything she did, from the way she dressed to the food she prepared, she did with love and admiration for Big Daddy. Big Daddy, we know that today is a very difficult day for you as we bid farewell to your life partner, and we will be strong together to overcome this loss. The greatest mom to Shivani, Dipesh, and Shalini, Big Mummy was her children's greatest ally. She supported them in every of their life decisions and made sure they were never short of anything. As my second mother, I can vouch for the love and care she showed to us all. I'm almost certain it was she who played the main role in me going on holiday with them to Cape Town in 1994, my first ever trip to Cape Town. Big Mummy had a big and generous heart, showering us with gifts on special occasions and always being there to celebrate with us. Ketan and I feel blessed to have had her play an integral role in our wedding day by sharing and performing the parental duties of marrying us. My dear cousins, Shivani, Dipesh, and Shalini, Please know that you do not have to be strong during this time. We are here to be strong for you, and know that we're always here for you when you need to talk, cry, and need an ear to listen. As a grandmother, Big Mommy had no boundaries. Sohail, Ayush, Zihan, Ahan, and Zahar were her pride. She spoiled them with the best food and treats and had endless amount of time to give to them, whether it was babysitting or just speaking to them on the phone. And boy, did she love a good phone call. We know that Sohail was kind of her favorite, her big baby, and he would call her daily, sometimes twice a day, and they would talk about everything and anything. To Sohail, Ayush, Zahar, Ahan, and Zihan, know that Nani and Dadi will forever be your guardian angel, walking beside you and guiding you through life. Keep her in your heart and memory forever. Over the past few days, many messages of condolences have come in, and the common thread amongst them all was how endearing, warm, lovely, sweet, loving, and caring Big Mommy was. Big Mommy exuded all these qualities, and she went out of her way to make people feel at home. I, for one, was treated like this in this home, and she let me do as I wanted. Big Mommy was always so welcoming. She was always the first at the door to welcome you into our home and greet us, followed by queries about how our families were. She always asked how everyone was doing. I don't think many people knew about this special trait she had, but Big Mommy was a very game person. Whether it was a baby shower or bridal shower, she was such a great sport and so very enthusiastic to participate in games and activities. Little did we know she had a competitive streak, and often she won the games. Lest we forget her never saying no to an occasional shooter or two, or even a glass of sherry when we were having a good time. Her spirituality and faith in Sai Baba and Mataji was unwavering. She prayed daily, and she got her strength from her gurus. Big Mommy, may you rest in peace at the beloved feet of your Sai Baba, and may your soul be granted ultimate moksha. There are just so many memories of Shalcross, Ashaval Heights, picnics, weddings, Raksha Bandhans, and Diwalis. Your presence at these going forward is going to be sorely missed. But we know that you will be looking down and smiling down on us when we gather to celebrate. And then too, we will celebrate you. Big Mommy, we love you and we'll miss you, and may you forever rest in peace. I'd just like to say a little poem by Christina Wallace. God took another angel home. You lay there in that hospital bed. You tried so hard to hold on. God was calling your name. He needed another angel to help pour out the rain. Tears have fallen, hearts are shattered, but it was time for you to fly home. Your loved ones have come to say their last goodbyes, to tell you that they love you and that you will be forever missed. As your heartbeat stopped and your eyes slowly closed, God took another angel home. Thank you. I'd like to call the Pesh, who'd like to say a few words.
Dear friends, dear family and friends, to all those present and to all those who are viewing the live stream today, I stand here before you all to honor and to pay tribute to the life of my mom, a magnificent soul and our pillar of strength, who has sadly passed on after a sudden period of illness. The Kalyan family will always remember with pride the sacrifices she made to put the needs of others first. The family recalls the life of an anchor in Mum, who worked tirelessly to do as much as she could for as many as possible. Those were defining moments in her life, and I'm sure that many would stand testament to this. So how do you say goodbye to Mom? A woman who loved and appreciated profoundly, gave unconditionally, and lived abundantly. She was simply as accomplished and graceful a human being as the Lord has seen fit to create. Comfortable in her own nature, Mom was able to open her arms to the world. If you love somebody, she did too. It was just that simple. She would welcome, hug, and engage in conversation with anyone she met. And before they had a full sense of it all, she had a new friend. She took great pleasure in simple things. This is perhaps the most profound lesson that she taught us. Of course, right now, the loss of Mom is too near and tender. It will take some time for us to gain some perspective on the meaning of not having her in our lives. Right now, our minds are clouded with distressing images of her during the last few days. Yet we believe as time passes, these images will fade. Instead, we will remember the true essence of our mother. I can list many reasons why I admired my mother, but I would share a few admirable ones. First and foremost was her love and commitment for her first love, being my father. She was committed to making him happy. If it was important to him, it was important to her. They were happily married for 49 years. She loved cooking and preparing his favorite meals. Mom loved all her children, son-in-laws and daughter-in-law, and all her 5 grandsons, and they loved her. She was a gentle soul that shielded them from all their naughtiness. Mom was admired because of the kind mother that she was to us. Yes, she loved us very much, but she also instilled in us a core value system that defined who she was. And that was a woman who kept promises, honored commitments, and was a woman of integrity. Myself, Shivani, and Shalini are who we are because of you, Mom. Thank you and Dad for instilling values, respect, and principles in making us who we are today. Her closest friends would recall many funny card games enjoyed whilst on holidays or on Sunday afternoons. But Mom never took much of a liking to cards and would always just enjoy the simple moments of being in the company of everyone. Instead of learning the game, she took content in making tea and making sure everyone was happy with a smile on her face. This was Mom's sparkling character. Many memories of Mom will be treasured within the family. While Mom is not here in flesh, she is definitely here in spirit. She will always be in our hearts. While we live, she lives on. So we cannot grieve too much. No farewell words were spoken. No time to say goodbye. You were gone before we knew. And only the good Lord knows why. Our hearts still ache in sadness, and secret tears still flow. What it means to lose you, no one will know. Even though you are gone, we will never feel alone. We know you will be watching over us from your new home. We love you, Mom.
Where do I begin? To tell the story of how great a love can be. The sweet love story that is older than the sea. Like in the words of Shirley Bassey, there is no place to begin. How could I possibly honor a woman who was as honorable as my mom was with her gentle and compassionate demeanor? How do I begin to describe a person who lived a life as virtuously as my mom did in every single aspect of life? How do I pay tribute to a human being who was a hero to so many, a shoulder and an ear to everybody? Whether they needed her or not, they would always find their way to my mom. How can I possibly give adequate credence to a woman with such immense strength and character who drew people to her without even trying? How do I express my love for somebody who possessed the most important trait that I was so blessed to have had in my lifetime to experience with her? That being her, quiet silence and discreet wisdom. To properly honor my mother is actually impossible by the way of mere words. Words can and never will match her power and strength, with the heart being the only way to properly honor this tiny giant that we have just lost. Mom always knew everything without effort or letting on. She would quietly sit back and watch us make our mistakes and as quietly lift us and restore us. Being with her again on a daily basis has shown me just how strong she actually was. Mom always had the most accurate sixth sense about everything. I know this firsthand, as everything I never listened to her about, or even when I went against her better judgment, always turned out as she said it would. Yet she would never point a finger or make me wallow in guilt. Yet again, and true to form, she would lift me and heal me and nurture me back to strength. Mom was never the stereotypical mother-wife or mother-in-law. Mom was only ever a pleasure, as all of you knew her exactly the same she was in her home. She only ever wanted family. She only ever wanted her family and loved ones around her, and in her own quiet way always did her best to keep us all together. Not any type of resistance could keep her away from her loved ones. She only ever wanted smiles and laughter and a united family. Every single one of you present here today and those watching and witnessing today's rituals all have had your own relationships with dear Mom, your own memories, your own good times, and you can all attest to what I've said about my beloved mother, who constantly maintained the same level of decorum with everyone. Nobody was ever treated differently, as she loved all equally. A well-mannered and considerate woman with high standards of proper behavior, she gave us, her family, a good breeding. She was the standard by which I judged myself, and that made us, her children, what we are today. Respect, honor, consideration, and simply doing the right thing were the best lessons she could have imparted. Something she said to me once in my awkward teen years that has always stuck with me was, being raised properly doesn't mean you don't drink or smoke or go out. Being raised properly is about how you treat people, your manners, the respect you have for people. Despite all odds, I've always kept these words close and dear. And what makes her loss even more difficult is that these traits that came so naturally to her are so few and far between today. I'm glad the lessons she taught me I am able to build on again. However, undoubtedly, have massive size 3 shoes to fill to be anything close to what she was and hold her name on high esteem. I have so much more to say, but I have so few ways to express what's in my head and in my heart. Losing a mother, I've now come to learn, is one of the deepest sorrows a heart can know. But Mom's wholesome goodness, her caring nature, her strength of character, her silently powerful disposition, and immense wisdom will live on as her legacy of love and will always be with me, and I'm sure all of you too. I know why she's always told me to be strong. She knew that one day I would need the strength to bear her loss. That day has come, and I don't have the strength to bear this loss, as this void will never be filled till the day that my turn comes to close my eyes. But I will be strong, because that's how she was, and that's what she would have wanted. She may be unseen, unheard now, but she will always be near, loved and missed and held so dear. The love story I shared with my mom is indeed one older than the sea. It's a love story only a mother and a daughter will know and understand and identify with. A love story that will never end, and how blessed I was and am to have a mother like mine, to have that love story with. And don't worry, I will take care of Dad and try to keep up whatever you did, the way you did it, and maybe do it even better going forward. We wish you well, upwards and onwards, fly high, shine like a diamond, Mom. We love you very much.
Thank you, Shivani. I'd like to call upon Madan Gela, who would like to say a few words.
Members of the bereaved family, respected elders, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a sad day today, not only in the Kalyan and Haribai families, but in our community at large, at having to say goodbye and pay our last respects to Kapila. We will always treasure many memories of Kapila, a gentle person, always humble and warm-hearted. She loved life, and we are so glad that we had the opportunity to share life with her. Our numerous visits to the family here, as well as the visits to Pietermaritzburg, was always cordial and warm. We will always respect her for her warmth and caring nature towards our daughter Ashika and grandson Ahan. Her easy and lovable character brought family together, as been mentioned already, at her home. She helped because she wanted to, found joy in being kind, and making others happy was the first thing on her mind, and this was her hallmark. Your calling in this auspicious month of Shravan also indicates that the doors to heaven are open for angels, like you, to be welcomed and guided in. And now, with a heavy heart, we say goodbye to a pillar of strength and an anchor to the Kalyan family. We extend our sincere condolences to Ivan, Dipesh, Ashika, Ahan, Shivani, and Shalini, and the Haribai family, and the extended families. We pray for healing and strength. Our dear departed has touched the lives of so many, and we pray she continues to do so from the good Lord's abode. You will be forever missed. Om Shanti.
Yes,
If anyone hasn't viewed the body yet, do so now while we
about to complete the last.
दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा के दूर किनारा हो। जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा के दूर किनारा हो। कोई न केवल हारा हो, कोई न केवल हारा हो। तुम पूर्ण तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तुम चाहतो कुछ अमृत करते, को भी अमृत कर दे, पूर्ण कर दे इस, पूर्ण कर दे इसकी आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। श्री राम जय जय राम, 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 श्री राम जय जय राम। ओम गुरु हमारे धन दौलत है, गुरु हमारे प्राण, सारे जग में हो ये दाता नारायण भगवान। गुरु हमारे धन दौलत है, गुरु हमारे प्राण, सारे जग में हो ही दाता नारायण भगवान। जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव। गुरु हमारे धन दौलत है, गुरु हमारे प्राण, सारे जग में हो ये दाता नारायण भगवान, नारायण भगवान। सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। Anybody want to say anything else? Any speech, talk, whatever? May do so. Anybody didn't view the face? May do so.
Obiyu?
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिर्वर्धनम्, उर्वारुकमिमावन्दनान् मित्रो मोक्षेयमामृतात्। ॐ 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 राम 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 राम।
Namaste, everybody. It's so hard to say a few words on behalf of Bhavi, who was like a second mother to me. She treated me like her little sister because I was the only one at home from all my sisters. when she got married. There's so many memories that I have of her, some beautiful ones, and the one that really comes to my mind right now is my 21st birthday. We had a little party at home, and she cooked such a variety of foods and salads that we haven't actually made them since that day. And I know she liked celebrating and I remember this picture so greatly in my mind, her holding the champagne bottle and drinking out of it, and we took a photograph and we had many laughs over the years about it. And every time there's a celebration, I remind her, I'll tell her, Bhabhi, there's the bottle there, don't you want to go for it? And she would laugh and say, hey, yeah, good time to have, eh? So she spent a lot, we have lots of good memories of partying with her kind soul, and we're so sad that she's departed so soon. Nobody expected it. Only God knows. He has a bigger picture, a bigger story for her. I really don't know how to pay tribute to her for leaving us like this. I'm sorry. Bhabhi, go well till we meet again someday. Thank you.
Take your mask off.
Namaste.
This one, right? Take your mask off.
Namaste all to my brother Arvind, the Kalyan family and Haribai's families. This is indeed a very, very solemn occasion, especially since my passing of my phone. Approximately a year ago, we are within a short span of time losing my Bhabhi, which I'm sure we're all going to miss going into the future. I wish the Kalyan family the best to remember our good thoughts, what the wonderful opportunities they had, and preserve those. On behalf of the Sri Circumambulation Association, I want to wish the Kalyan and Haribai's families the deep loss, and may you have the strength to pass this tragic occasion. Namaste.
You can do it one by one.
Do it one by one, because I think
We don't want the crowd to
no
come.
crowding.
Just wait for each person to leave the coffin,
Just
please.
keep our distance and
Yeah.
slowly.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can go there.
You go.
You go first.
Yeah, Deep, come around.
जिस हाल में जिस देश में जिस वेश में रहो राधा रमना राधा रमना राधा रमन कहो जिस हाल में जिस देश में जिस वेश में रहो राधा रमना राधा रमना राधा रमन कहो जिस संग में जिस रंग में जिस डंग में रहो राधा रमना राधा रमना राधा रमन कहो जिस संग में जिस रंग में जिस डंग में रहो राधा रमना राधा रमना राधा जिस योग में, जिस भोग में, जिस रोग में रहो। राधा रमना, राधा रमना, राधा रमन कहो। जिस योग में, जिस भोग में, जिस रोग में रहो। राधा रमना, राधा रमना, राधा रमन कहो। जिस हाल में, जिस देश में, जिस वेश में रहो। राधा रमना, राधा रमना, राधा रमन कहो। सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। ओम राम नाम सत्य है, 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 राम नाम सत्य है। जय कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे। हरे राम, राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। ओम सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान के जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। श्री गुरु जरम जैसे गाइबो, सूतल मरले निंदा बरहो, श्री गुरु जरम जैसे गाइबो। नागर मेरा नागर तेरा, नागर मेरा नागर तेरा, श्री गुरु जरम जैसे गाइबो, श्री गुरु जरम जैसे गाइबो। माटी और ना माटी बेचाओ ना, माटी में कभी न जाना रे, माटी और ना माटी बिछाओ ना, माटी में कभी न जाना रे। सूतल मरेले निंदा भर हो, श्री गुरु जरम जैसे गायबो। सूतल मरेले निंदा भर हो, श्री गुरु जरम जैसे गायबो। श्री गुरु जरम जैसे गायबो। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। ओम राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है। ओम राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम सत्य है, 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 राम नाम सत्य है। Everybody view the face.
Does everyone view?
Let's put our palms together. दोनों हाथ जोड़ करें. ओम जो शांति, चंद्र सर्वं शांति, पृथ्वी शांति, रापा शांति, कोशधय शांति, वनस्पतय शांति, विश्वदेव शांति, ब्रह्म शांति, सर्वगम शांति, शांतिरेव, शांति श्यामा, शांतिरेधि, ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है। And the water goes on the and the water
You gotta walk behind that.
Do that.
राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम
सत्य है,
राम नाम
सत्य है,
राम नाम
सत्य है,
ओम 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 राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम, 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 राम नाम,
सत्य
राम नाम,
सत्य है
ओम राम नाम,
सत्य है
ओम राम नाम,
सत्य
राम नाम,
सत्य है
ओम राम नाम, सत्य है, राम नाम, सत्य है. What you showed if you can. ओम राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम सत्य है, 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 ओम राम नाम सत्य है.
Yeah, there we go.
Just watch the wall on the left there. Yeah.
Right, watch the wall left to that.
Yeah, no, it's fine, fast.
First. Go to the side.
Okay.
Level it out.
Go forward. Okay, forward. Forward. I got it. Ram, Ram.
ओम राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम सत्य है.
I'm gonna walk down the road.
Right, Kalyan.
Yeah, from the right one. Yeah.
Let's see, go from here.
This photo.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes. Om. Three times, yes. Om Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai. Om Ram Nam Kumkum. On the title. On the title. Equal the title, yeah. Om Ram Nam Satya Hai, Om Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, Om Ram Nam Satya Hai. Drop a little bit of water. Yes. Do all of it.
Yeah, drop it all.
Om Ram Nam, Ram Nam, Om Ram Nam, Ram Nam. ओम राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम सत्य है, ओम राम नाम सत्य है। Okay, before it goes, when you close it, then you open the water down, right? Yeah. राम नाम सत्य, ओम राम नाम सत्य, राम नाम सत्य। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। I'll follow them.